talk of the town. You hate to look, but you love our sound. Ain't it nice to hear the sound of your head hit the ground? I got your number, you got mine too. I'm running out across the street so I can get at you. I'm on my way to feeling free. On my way to feeling free. Got a hole in my mind and it's destroying me. On my way to feeling. Ain't it nice to hear the sound of your heart beating out? You burned your chances in the heat of it all. It took you away.
Greetings, welcome to Meet Me at the Table. I'm Barrett and we are at the painting table today. We are going to be painting up some Mage Knight extravaganza tonight. That's right. Time to get your paint on. Woo, Tim is here. Tim, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I apparently don't have my chat in there. Oh my gosh, where is it? There it is. Oh, pull that up a little bit. Let me get above this. There we go. There's Tim. Tim, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Adam is here. Did you strip the original paint job and repainting? Great question. So we're painting Mage Knight. No, I did not restrip anything. So for those of you that don't know, Colin is a huge Mage Knight fan. He has done multiple play sessions of Mage Knight. Absolutely loves the game. I've played it a couple times. I like it too. Don't get me wrong. Not as into it as he is because he's a fanatic. And on top of that, he likes to really experiment with different ways of playing the game. And so he has just received a fan-made scenario of Mage Knight. So we're going to be painting up the miniature for that specific fan thing. It's a fan-made thing. And he messaged me all the info on what it is, that where you can get it and everything. And I totally forgot it. I was going to write it down, but I didn't. And you think I would, because that'd be smart. It's actually on my phone right over here. So let's see if I can find it. And I'll make sure to put it in the description of this video once we're done here. But for now, I'm just going to find it here. And let's see here. Okay, we're going to read it straight from here. It says, it is from a person on Etsy named Dobromir. D-O-B-R-O-M-I-R. And I will put a link to this specific homebrew character in painting in the description of this video. So if you're interested in what you see here, you can go pick it up over there. It'd be really sweet. You can support a local creator over on Etsy, which would be awesome. And that is the deal. Now, when I did that, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I am not stripping any paint. That is something I don't do. I have a philosophy, paint on, move on. So if there's already paint on the miniature, I just move on. Doesn't matter how good or bad it is, paint's on the miniature, move on. Whether I did it, the manufacturer, or somebody else. It super makes things a lot easier. If I have a giant somewhere that, I don't know where, that was painted by somebody else, and I never stripped it, I just kept using it in Warhammer. And it's not the greatest paint job, not the worst paint job, not my paint job, but somebody else did it. Paint on, move on. I had a lot of other things I need to paint. So there you go. Let's look at this miniature and see what it's all about here. Here is I'll show you the box first. Here it is. Here's the box. It's called, the character is called Lazarus. And so in this is what you're going to get from what I understand. You get this box. Inside the box, you're going to get a little pamphlet that tells you a little bit about the character. Now, I don't know as much about Mage Knight as there are a lot of other people out there. Mage Knight, of course, is a game by WizKids. I believe it is a completed, I think the game is done. I don't think you can get it anymore. Or you can buy it, but I don't think it's making content anymore, from what is what I mean. So this is going to be fun. Please don't be mean to me, camera. So you can't get the game there's no upgrades anymore. So if it's all fan-made material, and there's a lot out there actually. So anyway, you get this fantastic little book here that tells you a little bit about the character. And I believe it's got a little story about it too. I don't think these are scenarios. They could be. Again, I don't know enough about it, but I think it's really just like the life of this character or what it's about. And then this, like I said, is an official fan-made hero. Then on top of that, you get a player board for the hero, and it has some of the abilities and things I think that go along with it and how it works with within the game. I'm sure it's been balanced, I'm sure. On top of that, then you get a deck of cards. I wouldn't doubt if these are the starting cards he gets, and maybe some upgraded cards as well. I don't know, like I said, enough about Mage Knight to know what it is, but I know these are little upgrade chips that you can get that are located right here. I believe, if I'm right, you get chips as you play through the game for your upgrades. You get to, like, you flip over two and you get to choose one of them. So there's a whole bunch of these in here, and of course it tells you the rules based on all of those different chips. Then you get a set of cards that tells you kind of these. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know what all these cards are. I believe these are like the starting hand. It's been a long time since I've played Mage Knight, and so you'll get a whole starting hand for this character that has all different cards, staminas and marches and rapid assault. You'll get swiftness. I'm sure there's some in here that are specific for this character. I'm sure Incinerate Blow is, but like Rage I know is a rather generic card that a lot of characters get. So you get all those. Then of course you get all the tiles and everything you're going to need to make it or to play the character in this neat 3D printed material here. That's the deal. Skill chips, skills, not chips. Oh, come on. Oh, Dan's here. If anybody knows as much about Mage Knight as Colin does, it's going to be Dan. Dan probably even knows more. Starting action cards. Okay, so Dan's going to tell us everything we need to know about this game. Everything you're going to find in this fan-made scenario, because I don't know enough about it. But I'm here to paint the character for Colin, who is then going to do a playthrough of the character after I get it back to him on Sunday. He's going to eventually do the character as a playthrough on the channel. So I thought I'd paint it for him. Michael, good to see you. Thank you so much. That's some cool elemental attack. Oh, is it? I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Elemental attack. Where is he? Oh, yeah. It's in here. I remember seeing that one. Where is it? Crystallize, mana draw. There was one in here. Elemental attack. Maybe? You guys know. I'm sure everybody there knows more than I do. So, beats me. Elemental attack. Somewhere in here. Who knows? Termination. Incinerate Blow. Nah. There's a battle element. Oh, good. My camera failed me. This is what my thing's going to do all night, because if it is, I got to get a different camera, because that's no good. That's no good. All right, let's see here. Nope, still fails me. That's awesome. What is going on? Let me see if I can fix this problem here. There's always a problem. There's always a problem, I tell you. Let's see here. This is the problem right here. Let's try that again. Because of course, it's supposed to paint something. You can't paint anything if you can't see it. Let's see if that works now. Let's see here. Okay, it's working now. We'll see how long that lasts. It lasted that long. Really? It lasted that long? Okay. We might have to make an audible on this camera here. Let's see. How am I going to do an audible? How am I going to do an audible on that camera? I can do an audible on this camera. I apologize. This is something else. Never seen that fan-made character. Only have seen the dwarf fan-made character. Elemental equals ice and fire. See, look at all these people so much about Mage Knight. Here I'm just some novice guy who's going to paint it. If he can get his cameras to work. They were working just a second ago. What the heck's going on? All right. Guys, one more time. Otherwise, might change things up. I got another camera I can put on here if this doesn't work again. Let's see here. Maybe it'll work. Hit the button one more time. See if it works. If it doesn't work, we know what to do. We go get a new camera. Maybe it's the fact that I've got it in the wrong. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's try it. That work? If working, it's working. It's working. Please stay working. we're going to see how we can do with it. If it fails, again, I will get my other camera hooked up. But anyway, all this fun stuff you get with all of it, which everybody knows more than I do. And like I said, I'll put a link to this guy's information in the description of this video if you're interested in trying out this character. I apologize, I don't know how much it would cost to get this or to have it shipped to you or anything like that. But like I said, you get your starting hand, you get your what are they? Action cards, starting action cards. You get your skills. And then you get, like I said, a little thing that has to do with the character. There we go. And we're going to box them up. But we're going to need this because I'm going to paint the character similar to what it shows on here. At least the best as I can do. That's the plan. Mage Knight. That brings back memories from when I started solo board game journey. I bet a lot of people have this exact same feeling. Death Reaper. Reaper. Yes, very, very, very similar stories, I bet, from a lot of people. Mine, sadly, intro into solo gaming was with, what do you call it, the Aliens game that I've played. It's amazing. Broccoli Docklands, awesome to have you here. Death Reaper, amazing to have you here. It's awesome to see you. And Adam and Michael, if I did not say hi to you guys, thank you so much for joining. I have Yumgar, dwarf character, but not the Lazarus. We'll have to check this out. So yes, I'll put a link to it in the description of this video once I'm done painting him tonight, and people can go check it out. Lazarus looks like a real bad kahuna. That is true. He does, if I played the game. Actually, I do have, no, I don't think I have the game anymore. I think I actually sold my copy, and there's a reason for that, because Colin has like the super souped up everything deluxe, everything edition box, super insert, all characters, fan-made extravaganzas. So if I ever want to play the game, I can just get it from him. So now let's go down to the miniature. Here is our miniature. This is the one we're painting up here tonight. This is the Lazarus miniature right here. He actually does have a longer pole arm, but sadly this one did not make it in transit, and I'm okay with it broken off. Totally fine with that. Not a big deal at all. I'd rather just paint the miniature. I think it's going to be awesome. All right. So I always start with, let's zoom in a little bit if I can without the camera freezing on me. I always try to start with the skin and go from there. And from what I can tell here, he does have pretty much, he's kind of this ripped cloak. And I think this is all flesh right in here. So we're going to go with all the flesh right here. Sadly, I can't see behind him, but that's okay. Elaine, hello. Hello, but good night all the same. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, sorry, my painting streams do start a little bit later due to the fact that we have a lot of family stuff we do in the early evenings, so I don't get a chance to get down here and paint until later, so I apologize. But thank you for stopping in and saying hi. It's great to see you. Let's go get some paints for our character here. I got a new paint. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's right here. Is this it? Nope. Yes. Fire Slayer Flesh. I'm guessing that's a reddish flesh color. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But I've got this new paint. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try a little bit on a piece of paper and a little bit on another model first before I hit this model with it, because I don't know what it's going to do. But I've got a little zombie character from the Resident Evil games. So we're going to paint a little bit onto here and see what I think before I put it on this character. Because we don't want to mess this guy up, because he's going to be the only one on the board. Well, if you mess up one of the 42 zombies that are on the board, probably not the end of the world, right? Right. Now, of course, contrast paints, you do mix them up really good. And I do use a lot of contrast paints. I use a lot of speed paints. It makes it, you can get your miniatures painted faster. I've got too many miniatures that sometimes it's just easier to what I call slop and drop. Slop the paint on, drop it on the board, play the game. That's what it's all about. Let's go down here. I'm going to take my little test miniature first. So I always like to do a test miniature on the miniatures that I'm not sure what they're going to look like. And at least I'm not sure what it's going to be until I get a chance to see it. I like to test it on a miniature so that I don't fail on something else. All right, and if this fails again, like it just did again, let's see how this goes. All right, let's see here. I'm going to give this a shot. We're just going to paint his coat here. It looks like, okay, that's a little bit too, the color is going to be a little brown, kind of a brownish color. I was hoping more for a reddish kind of color, but I'm not getting it. It's going to be brown. Now, of course, with Games Workshop paints, they're all built around trying to paint like your Chaos miniatures, your Citadel miniatures, and things of that nature. So when it comes to colors of these, that's what you're going to get. So a little bit too not brown. And that's the deal. Steve, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Awesome to have you here. Amazing to have you. We are painting up a Mage Knight character here from Etsy. You could probably, if you really want to find him right now, you could probably find him if you went and Googled or went into Etsy and actually looked for Lazarus on Mage Knight. You could probably find it and get it that way. But that color I did not like. I'm going to go back to Gleam and Flesh. That's the color we're going to use. We're going to paint up his flesh areas with this color instead. Now, like I said, from what I can tell, I want to say that this is all flesh in here. He's got just this little like silvery gold coat that he has on maybe. But the rest of this looks like it all could be flesh maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's all brown. Maybe it's all that's... No. A little hard for me to tell what's going on here. Because it all looks like this could be flesh or it could be metal. I know this is that metal part that is up here. I don't know what this is. Well, you know what? We're just going to paint it how we want it. Here we go. I know right here is going to be a flesh color, so we're going to paint that. I'm going to paint his face here. And in case people are wondering, I did prime this. I primed this with a light gray. That's usually my primer of choice. And I use an airbrush to prime, especially at this time of the year. If people don't know, I live in Minnesota, so it is actually really cold right now. I can't prime outside. So I have an airbrush that's hooked up to a airbrush sucker air thinger outer. That's technical terms there that I use. So I wonder if the mini looks really nice, crisp details. I agree, it really does. It looks like a really nice miniature. It has some really cool features going on, but it's not overly complicated, which is what I like about it. But I think it's got two different sets of metal here. And that's what I'm going to paint in it. But I think, let's see, I've got this bottom part here. See how it's got you can see the lines. I'm sure, so that's not flesh. I can't paint that flesh, which is what I was going to do, which was going to be all this stuff. We're going to stop right there at the flesh. Looks great. I'm trying to unbury myself from the snow. We have been getting about 24 inches in the past 2 weeks. I hate snow, or as I like to call it, devil's dandruff. Steve, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, that's all the flesh. He doesn't have a lot going on here. He's a lot of it is silvers and golds, and then he's got some of this brown here. He's got a lot of dark brown that we're going to do. And his beard is bright white. So I do have a white I'm going to paint onto there, but we might go over it with and I've got it right here. It's this Wraithbone white. It's not pure white, and that's fine. And then we might actually go over it with something else. This Wraithbone is not actually a contrast. It is a base color. I usually also like buying base colors just because the base... Oh, I dropped my paintbrush on the ground. That didn't take more than about a minute and a half from the stream. Ow. Okay. I like the base colors because they go over a lot more. I'm not much into... I don't have a lot of the layer paints and things of that nature because I don't do that kind of painting. Like I said, slop and drop. Put paint on the miniature, put the miniature on the table, boom, play the game. That's what we're all about. That's the deal. All right, let's go back down. Hope my camera doesn't freeze on me. It did, because that's amazing. That's my favorite camera. I noticed that if I... Why is it doing it today? We don't like this. All right, there you go. See how long it stays like that before it dies on me again? Seems like whenever I switch cameras, that's the deal. Sorry to hear about that. I live down south. We get little bits of ice, everything shuts down. I know, it's hilarious. We basically are cold weather lightweights. Steve from the Co-op Guild is actually, we joke a lot because he lives in North Carolina. And every once in a while they get like snow and it's like, oh no, we got like an inch of snow, everything's shut down. It's like, really, everything's shut down? You guys are hilarious. We're going to paint this beard all that color here. If I get a little bit on the other parts of the bottle, I'm not too worried about it because I can paint over with those contrast paints. It'll go right over the top of these. Now after this dries, I'll put like I might put like a wash on that, just a little bit of a wash, not like super washy, but maybe a little bit. Just going to paint the beard up. Get the beard all painted up. There we go. Cool. So I got the beard painted up, and like I said, I'm going to go over it again with a wash, I think, later on after we get going a little bit here. I think that'll be good. Okay. Now, he's predominantly got the where we're going to get the color on this guy are going to be the jewels. He's got the gems here on his belt pouch, and he's also got a whole bunch of gems on the base. That's where we're going to see a lot of our colors. We're going to really make them pop with the bright greens and reds and things like that. But the rest of this guy is going to be pretty bland when it comes to. He's got a lot of dark brown. Like I said, a lot of dark brown in here. I wonder if there's another picture in here I can use. There's a picture in the box. Let's see how this goes. One in the box. Again, we got the same picture. It's on the front and the same picture here. So I don't really have too much of a different picture in here. But that's okay. We're going to use our creative minds. All right. So again, we got silver up here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this silver, but this I'm going to paint gold. I'm going to paint this gold because gold's cool. I'm going to paint gold all the way through here. He's got a lot of gold on it. So gold's awesome. Right? Right. This down here is going to be metal. Maybe a copper. I wonder if I have a good copper. I don't think I have a good copper. I don't. But I've got bright silver. So we're just going to paint him bright silver. That's the deal. Shining silver. I'm going to use that. My paint tray here. Put a little bright silver out there. There you go. And I think if I remember right, my gold is not down here. I have to go get it, which is going to be awesome. We'll do that later. I'm going to paint. Maybe I'll paint that gold. I think we're going to paint that gold. This is just going to be silver right through here. And then I'll hit this with a wash too. Silver, I always feel is kind of go good with like a null and wash afterwards. So we'll hit that too. First, let's paint all of this silver. Go in the back here. Paint him up. Turn the miniature so it's easier to get to these other corners. And I know I get questions a lot about, why don't you use a thing to hold your miniature while you paint it? I don't know, I've just always done it like this, so I don't. It's one of those things that once you've done it so many times this way, it's hard to change. So I don't. Okay, more silver. I don't want to get on this cloak thing he's got here. That's pretty cool looking. I don't want to get it on his arm either. I'm kind of stuck being a rock and a hard place right here. We're going to get underneath there. For the miniature again, then we're going to get into this corner here. And the good news is if I actually do mess up, I've got some oopsie paint I can use that will fix it. We can fix it. I think that's pretty good. I think I like the silver. We're going to do silver down here. Let's go all the way to the boot, really. It kind of looks like these are those big chain boots, silver boots that he's got here. So we're going to paint that all silver too. But I'm going to paint this gold, this knee pad here. Now I don't want to get the pant leg. He's got some pants here. We're not going to hit the pants. Get this stuff silver all the way down to his foot. And then eventually, when we get to the gems, I'll need the Mage Knight experience of everybody there. Make sure we get the right colored gems. I know there's multiple colors. There's like green and red, and I don't know if maybe there's orange. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played Mage Knight. I have to go back to my channel and find out. I was actually going to play this game someday. Lance, good to see you. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's it's funny that it had been in my collection and it had the same thing too. That's the deal. It'd been a long time since I had gotten a chance to play it. Colin actually taught me Mage Knight, and that is why I was able to get a game played, because there's just so much to it, and there's some really good like how to plays out there. Ricky Royal, I know Liz Dawson did one. There's a few others. Of course, Colin has a ton out there, which is really good. Matthew, good to see you. Holy sheet. I thought this game was going off. I turned everything off for this. Yep, you turned it all off just to watch me paint this guy. That's what it's all about, Matt. Painting this guy up. This is Lazarus, a homebrew character from Mage Knight, made by Dobromir. I apologize. I'm surprised I'm going to butcher a few names here because I'm amazing at that. Now again, I don't want to hit the pants that he's got. I have to figure out what color I'm going to paint the pants. Maybe you have an idea of what color I should paint the pants. Let me know. See what maybe I can make it happen. Doesn't really show us. I'm sure it's like a red or a brown or something. I could do any kind of color, I think. It'll be fun. But I know that this is going to be a dark brown kind of going through. Maybe I'll use my brand new brown. That'll be fun. We'll use the new brown we just got on all of this. Anything you see it's flowing is going to be that new brown I got. And then it's just a matter of figuring out what we're going to do for the pants leg here. Got a pants leg here and there. Bright orange and purple. I like the orange idea. I think I do like the orange idea. Having orange go through here. That'd be kind of neat with the brown. We'll see how much it matches. Because we also have this little pad thing here that I could paint a color on both sides. I'm not sure what to paint that. Maybe that'll be gold too. Denim blue, Lance says. All right, a denim blue. We got an orange, a denim blue. We'll see how we'll continue on with what people might think. When we get to it, we'll decide. It'll be fun. He wants me to paint it inside out. Thank you, Matthew. Always with some great ideas. That's fantastic. Inside out. I painted that inside out color. I got that up here in my bonus paint area for sure. Okay. A little more silver and I think we're done. All right, there we go. Silver in there. Oh, want to get? Oh, do I paint these? Do I paint the paddle silver or do I go with the gold? That'll be a tough one. That's a rough looking brush. It's been around. It's been around. It's been around. Let's get the job done. Gets the job done. This is a. It was a company that did them as like wolf hair or something brushes that I picked up. I used to use a lot of. I wonder if I still have them over here. I do. This is my Winsor Newton 7, but this thing has seen way better days. I've been painting with this thing forever as well. These are some of the brushes I have. Once I kind of get a brush, I kind of stick with it. This is my most commonly used brush right now, so it's been around and it's been doing some work, that's for sure. Let's see here. I think the silver's done. Yeah. Now we're going to get the gold, but in order to get the gold, I've got to go get my gold. My gold's upstairs. My son was painting and he was using my gold. Unless I can find some gold. I don't think I have any gold. Do you use brush soap and all that jazz? I do not. I do not use any of that kind of stuff. No, I do not use that stuff. I have some, I think somewhere. I don't know where, but I got it somewhere. It came with like a painting kit I bought years ago. Back when I was doing Warhammer painting. Oh, did I show you this paint? I stole this from my son. I've got glow paint. I can make this guy glow in the dark if I wanted to. That'd be pretty awesome. I'm saving it for a special occasion. I haven't found a special occasion yet. So maybe someday, I'm sure everything will be fine. Well, that camera died on me again. All right, I get my gold. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. It'll be only a second or two. That was my commercial break. See, that's the time you could go to find, what do you call it? The Mage Knight thing. Yes, that's the deal. Here we go. Zoom. Oh, it died on me again. There you go. I like this gold. One of my favorite. Retributor Armor Gold. Been using it for years. And okay, we're done. We're done with that. We're gonna go here. We're done with this camera. I'm not digging that. We're gonna be going to one that's probably not as good, but it'll get not freeze on me, and that's half the battle. Because that was ridiculous. Okay. We're gonna lose my overhead shot for this, but we're gonna gain a camera that works. I don't know why that one is not liking me today. But we'll use this one now. Justin, great to see you. Nice to have you on. Where do you get those minis? They are a, it's a, did you get much snow up in Hoth? Yes, I did. I got, they are a homebrew miniatures. It's a homebrew character. I'll show you in just a minute. I'm setting up my camera because my other camera is being super mean and evil. Let's see if I can get, now just gonna give me a second here to get this camera up and running, and then we'll be all set. Maybe. There we go. See if I can. There we go, a little bit there. That's fantastic. It's upside down. Apologize. Not seeing anything, I know. Working on getting my camera where I want it. And then zoom. Oops, that's too much. There we go. I'm zooming into where I want it. Go, done. Where I want it. That should be good. See what happens when I hit this button now. Don't fail me. Okay. It failed me. Oh, no, it didn't. It did not fail me. It almost failed me, but I got a plan here. I'm going to insert a new source. I apologize for this. There we go. Boom. Okay. Almost ready. Let's see if this works. I am so sorry, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Ah. And that one, nope. Gosh. You know, you think you got everything, and then nothing works. Oh, boy. Oh, I bet it's because this. No. Okay, fantastic. Now it's nothing. We're halfway there. Nice. That's super. Super. Oh, I figured out why. Whoops. Okay. Oh my gosh. Might not be as good, but it'll be It'll work. Okay, now it should work. See if I can get this to work now. Sorry about this. Activate. Nope, that's not where I want it. That does not help. That's my floor. That is my floor. That's not where I want it. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, stop. Oh my gosh. What? What is wrong with you? No. What's this? No. Oh, I'm actually getting, for the first time, very frustrated with this. This I've not been as, I'm actually getting frustrated. Okay. Well, ta-da, my painting station, everybody. Isn't that great? Now let's see if I can control this camera. No, I can't. My goodness. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, there's my guy. We're gonna try to paint that tonight, in theory. Let's see how'd that go. We're getting closer. Okay. If you haven't vomited yet, I think we're good to go. Okay. I'm so sorry. I think we got it. Apologize for all the craziness. Yes, I'm going to save my paint for the Night Vision Gaming. I actually, in theory, was supposed to get a game that has that ability with it. Did you get me? Yes, I got ton. We actually didn't get any snow up here yet. Still no snow. Everybody else on the planet got snow but us, for some reason. Dan, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my gosh, I see you all through my TV, and I'm so amazed to see you all in real life. Is that what it's called? Sure, that's what it's called. Matthew. Yes, TV equals real life. This is true. What's real life is all the bonkers junk I just had to deal with. That was out of control. Yep, PowerPoint slideshow coming up for you, Lance, soon. That's the plan. Oh my gosh. Nope, your internet is not acting up. I'm just so frustrated with my camera right now. Sells the ultimate minis and terrain. Yes, Dan has a lot of information about this. Really good stuff. The stream shows how in the dark Barrett is on a daily basis. It's true. It's usually where I am. When I go on, I go on the ride again. I'm just thankful you guys enjoyed that. Were very patient with me. Okay, now let's see what happens if I hit the button where we go back to painting. Let's see if that works this time. Oh, what do you know? It didn't? What is going on here? What do you mean it didn't work? What? Okay, it's working now. Really? Is there something in the... Is there something I got hooked up wrong? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're right here. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna paint this guy. It's a little bit darker now because I don't have my good camera. We still got the silver on there. I don't even know if I can get this done tonight. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're moving on. Moving on. Moving on. I've got this. Nope, not Gilliman's flesh. We've already done the flesh. I'm gonna try that new color I got because that seemed fun. That seemed fun. We see mini and hands. Good, fantastic. We're gonna use Fire Slayer flesh. Thank you, Lance, for letting me know it's all working. I appreciate it. I don't know why. Oh boy, now I gotta. Oh, this is gonna probably mess something up here. Let's see how this goes. No, where's my? Way down there. Why is that way down there? You know, there you go. Now I can see the chat, which is more important. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Fire Slayer flesh is gonna be the brown that we're gonna put on all of this guy. And even though I say that, I just went upstairs to get the gold for the. I'm gonna paint gold. Oh boy. Okay. Technical difficulties done. We are on to painting now. We're going to paint some gold. We're going to paint the gold all on top of this area right here. This is where the gold's going to go. Up to the beard. I like this gold. It's a really good thick gold. Okay. We'll go there, and we're going to go in the back here too. But again, we don't want to hit the arms with it. Let's see if I can find a better angle for everybody here. Another thing I don't do is I don't water down my paints. I just paint them straight out of the paint pot. Don't water them down. Don't go for multiple layers. I just paint it on. We're going to go over that with a wash eventually as well. And now I have to decide if I want to paint these gold or silver. I think I'm going to go with gold. I like gold. That's another rule. Remember, when in doubt, paint it gold, right? Or should I paint gold things up his arms here? That'd be pretty sweet. I'm going to do that. I'm going to paint this gold and then the arms silver. There we go. So you got one over here too. Yep, here it is. There we go, a little bit like that. Okay, we got some gold on him. That's fantastic. Inside out. I suck. Okay, man. And I want to get the boot too. He's down here. Well, watch out. Don't want to paint the clothes. Well, silver, and I think the other one is draped underneath that cloth, so I'm not going to paint anything over there. We're done with the gold, I think. Or are we? Well, we hit a little bit right here, you can tell, of the arm here with the gold, so we're going to fix that. I've got some oopsie paint we're going to use. This is called my gray base, Gray Sear Gray base. I'm going to use that. We're going to shake it up a little bit first. And if I switch back to that camera and it freezes on me, I'm gonna be super pissed. Oofta. Don't fail me. Oh, good. All right. I'm just going to touch his arm right here that I hit with the gold a little bit. There you go. Perfect. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. We're going to get rid of this, get rid of this. Now I got to decide. Put the gold back here, so maybe we will put gold on there and we'll paint those silver. Still got some more silver here. We're going to paint these silver. That's the deal. My Deluxe Deep Rock Galactic showed up today. Time to paint some bugs. Oh my gosh, Dan, that's awesome. Deep Rock is an amazing game. That was super fun. I'm so glad I got to play that game with Colin. That was super fun. We have to bring that to Gen Con next year. That was a fun game. Play 4 players. That'd be good. There you go. Hey, loved your videos. Where can you get that Lazarus character from? Great question. It's on Etsy, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description of this video. I forgot to do it before I started the stream. I wonder if I can edit that right now. Probably could. Let's see if I can do that. If I can edit that right now, and oh, I can. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'm going to put it in there right now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in there right now. I've got it right here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. That's the big question. It's over on Etsy. The guy's name who does it is oh boy. It's from a place called Cool Tokens. Cool Tokens. Cool Token Cave. Cool Tokens Cave. Mage Knight guy. Character. You can get that from Cool Tokens Cave. And I'll put the link to it when I figure out how to do that. Cool Tokens Cave. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. Wow, a whole bunch of games too. I bet if you typed in Lazarus, you find him. Lazarus. No, can't find him. What the heck? You can maybe contact him. Oh, I can put his name in there. That's what I'll do. His name is Dobromir. Dobromir. There we go. I saved that in the description. I'm sorry I don't have a, what do you call it, a direct link to it yet, but I'll get one soon. After I'm done here, I've got to figure out how to do that, but I'm sure I can figure it out. It shouldn't be too tough, I hope. But you can find him on Etsy. I know that. And if Dan's still here, I know I think he's gotten stuff from that too. Nice, thank you. Got my set of paints today. Plan on getting into painting. Oh, awesome! Painting is so much fun, especially unless you try to stream it and your cameras are not helping you out. Then it doesn't make it happy. I am blue straight. What? What are you talking about here? I am blue mood straight on the floor, bro. I'm delayed dude. I don't, what are you talking about, Matthew? Yeah, and host a game at Gen Con, and I will buy tickets. There you go. There you go. Dan's gonna do a Mage Knight day. Get max players into Mage Knight. That'll take all day long, I'm sure. That game I know is a monster to play with tons of people. That'd be unbelievable. All right, where'd my silver go? Here it is. Kind of a little discombobulated here after all the camera foolery. Oofda. So yes, I will put a link to it after I'm done painting this guy in the stream there. But sadly, it's on my phone right now, so I can't really jump to it and put the link in there yet. Because I'm not that sophisticated and not that good. Now, like I said, when I started the stream, it did come with a, like, the thing was actually this song, this big pole actually came with like this thing that came out this time, but it kind of broke off and that's okay. I'm okay with it like that. There's nothing I can do about it. I wasn't going to try to glue something that small onto this thing. It was never going to work. We're just going to paint his armband silver here. Once those are painted up, we're going to move on. There we go. Okay, the silver is done, except for the shoulder pads. We're going to get the shoulder pad silver too. That's the plan. Here we go. Shoulder pad silver. One of the reasons I'm painting with silver is I feel bad that I don't have a good copper. Otherwise, copper might not have been a bad idea for this. Copper probably would have looked kind of cool. I don't have a copper. And I'm painting the metal now because I want to go over it with a wash later, so I got to wait for it to dry. That's the deal. All right, there we go. That is done. More people. I think Sauce may jump in. I will host games with Baron all day if he is up to it. Playing Nemesis, Deep Rock, Nova Atrial, or an Assault, and yes, Mage Knight. That would be quite the day. That'd be like a week. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So it was a staff. Now it's got a stick. Gotcha. Exactly. Actually, I think it was actually like a whole blade thing coming off of it. It actually has this whole blade sticking off the back. But yeah, it didn't make it. And that's fine. That's fine. Oh, Baron has a plan. I do. Bill, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Bill's a commissioned painter. I think I might have your stuff still in my description of this video. I don't remember. But if you need something painted, he might do it for you. Hearing Baron trying to read Matthew's chats opens up a wormhole that breaks the fourth dimension in my brain. I will be there all Saturday. Perfect. You should be there all Saturday. It'll be amazing. We're going to have Gen Con Game Day Saturday. Where? I don't know. I just show up where they tell me to. It's what I do. It's what I do. All right, let's go back down here. Let's get some more paint on this guy. Oh, there's some more gold I need to paint. I just realized. And that's right here. And be very careful though. It's right there. There we go. Other than that, I think we got everything. Whoop, except for right here, for that. Now we got everything. Okay. Now let's go to this new little color here and see what we can do with it. Oh, you know what? I think we're going to go, okay, so I've made up my mind on some of this stuff. We're going to go red for these, but then for the pants, let's see here. Somebody said orange or blue. I think let's try blue. Let's see how that goes. First, let's paint this. Let's paint all this stuff first, because that might give us a better chance. So I got this new Fire Slayer Flesh. We're going to use this. And that's going to be his little turban hat here that he's got. And it's going to be all the other stuff he's got with him too. So we're going to paint all this Fire Slayer Flasher thing here. It's going to be super cool. It's going to be kind of like a reddish, dark reddish, I'm hoping. All right, let's see how we're doing here. I apologize, this camera is way worse than the other one I was working with. The other one was freezing up like crazy. So after I get some of this on here, I'm going to bring it to the big camera and I can show you there. There we go. Get some more on there. Keep on going here. I'm actually really digging that color. Okay, so I'm going to bring it back to the main camera. So we got this color here. All right, well, kind of a brown, reddish brown. Okay, camera issues today. I apologize. This isn't working. All right, we're going to keep going. I think this will look pretty cool when it's all done. Those brown's going to come around. I got to watch out because there's that beard in there. I don't want to hit the beard. All right, right through there. We're just going to hit that brown. I could paint that gold if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. That's out of control. Going down. With this brown. Okay. Or whatever this is. Fire Slayer Flesh. Looks brown to me. And that's going to blend right into this sash here. but I'm going to paint that red. This thing right here is red. I think it'll be really cool. But I want to get his thing here. It's like sash that goes all the way around him. When he's got these, now these are 2 jewels hanging off here that we got. These are those jewels that they can use in the game. We're going to paint those super cool. Like as in like colors. So I don't know if that even means super cool, but that's what we're going to do. A little more of this. I'm going to paint that right there. And there's a lot on my brush, so I just want to get that bulk of it off on top of that right there. If you ever used contrast paints before, they do pool, so you kind of have to worry a little bit about that, but it's also kind of supposed to pool. That's kind of the beauty of the contrast paints, because then it kind of gets into the recesses and kind of darkens them up. So you can see on this thing on the back, it's kind of a little bit darker there in some of the recesses because a lot more of the paint is pooled in there, and that's okay. Now, like I said, we're going to paint the pants a different color here. So to figure out what color we're going to paint these pants. We got to get the rest of this sash painted first. A little bit more, one more kind of bit right here. And in case people are joining late, this is a character named Lazarus for Mage Knight. It's a home brew system. Colin will be doing a playthrough of this character soon on the channel. He just got it a little while ago. I will show the box again. It's right here. It's this unofficial home fan-made hero found on Etsy. I'm surprised he doesn't have his information in here, but you get like a little storybook that has to do with him. You get his, there's a little player board that you get with him that then you can put your jewels here and stuff, and then it's some rule things here or something. Again, I don't know a lot about Mage Knight. Colin knows way more than I do, and there's people in the chat that know way more than I do. It does come with a full set of starting cards for this character. So it's all set to go straight out of the box. And then it has a handy dandy holder that holds all of the pieces that you need for the character. And it's made out of this 3D printed material here. You've got your skills, and then these, whatever these are, I'm sure 4 people in chat can help me out with these. Oh, I think these are like the things you level up with or something. Then you get more defense and more cards in your hand. There you go. No. Oh, Dan, you're awesome. Barrett, don't tell me where to put my jewels. I'll tell you where to put your jewels, Dan. Don't worry. And then it's got markers here, of course, too, that you can use in the game. So, and then of course it has the place where the mini sits under there. So it has a place for that too. So you get all that when you pick this up. But I'm not sure what else he has available for Mage Knight or not. Or if he has anything else. And I'm guessing it can be in, I'm going to guess Polish, French, and English. I could be wrong about those. And that's about all that's in the box. There we go. So if people are interested, that's the deal. That's the deal right there. Okay, back to this guy. Okay, so if I'm digging him, I need red. And do we want to do, okay, so we're doing the pants blue? Is that the deal here? Blue pants? Or should I go, I've got like an army green I could do. Let's see here, what else I've got. I've got Plague Bearer Flesh I could do on the pants. Let me know what you think. Pants. I'm going to use Blood Angel Red on the 2 padlon, what are these things called? On the side of the model here. Not powdlons or whatever, but something else. Leopard Print. Liquefied Pork, thank you for joining. Yep, that's not happening. That's not happening. Camo. Lance. It's camo. Oh my gosh, camo, he says. We shall see. I don't know if camo is going to win. I was thinking maybe one color. I've got camouflage. I got like a camo green color I can use. But I'm not going to paint him camouflage. All right, we're going to paint this red though. That's the plan here. There, put this red. Up to the jewels there. Now, what color jewels are there in Mage Knight? I think there's like purple, orange. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I have to paint these jewels here. Floral pattern. Oh my gosh. I know, you guys are funny. Last time I asked something like this, I got plaid, and I actually painted plaid. I never painted plaid before, but I painted plaid. I don't know if I'm going to paint, I'm definitely not going to paint plaid this time, that's for sure. That's for sure. Oh, I forgot about his gloves. I have to paint his gloves. There you go. Sorry for the late reply. I live in Nebraska and we've been hit hard with snow. I had to go back out of the snow. I had to go back out because the snowplow undid a lot of what I cleared. Oh yeah, welcome to the snow. That's my favorite. When you get everything done and all of a sudden you see a snowplower go by and you're just like, ah, and you got to go back out there and do it all again. Yep, that happens. I feel your pain, Steve. Feel your pain. I haven't had to feel the pain this year, though. We've had no snow. No snow yet. Which is pretty unbelievable. It's cold right now, but no snow. I've got an electric car, and it actually is doing just fine right now, unlike some of the other electric cars I've heard have had bad news out there. Okay, there you go. I got the red on there. Move south. Okay, here we go. Blue, green, white, and red. Gold and black are as well, but those aren't your basic crystals. Those are special jewels. Oh, okay. Nice. I invented a few new cuss words because of that. Oh, that's amazing for sure. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. All right, so I'm going to paint these patches of, because if I remember right, you gain like jewels, crystals. Sorry, I call them jewels in like patches. So maybe we'll make one a green set and one a blue set back here. I think that'll be kind of cool. And then I'll make maybe some. Let's see here, green, blue. Let me say white, green, blue, white, and red. Red, green. We like the blue ones up here, and then we'll make the same color. We'll figure it out. Hoping for purple, you're killing me. No purple jewels? Or crystals, I mean? That's okay. All right, that's done. Let's go back to his glove over here. I forgot to paint his gloves. And actually, I don't care if I hit the staff. I'm going to paint that a darker brown than the gloves are. Do this. Blue jewels, I hate that. Oh, Lance, that was awesome. Too good. All right. One glove done. I've got to get the other glove. And the other glove is holding this like fire. We got to kind of paint the fire too. It'll be pretty awesome. Rotate around. JenCamp off screen, sorry. All right, so his gloves are done. Again, I'm super disappointed in this camera. I'm so sad the other one was not working. I apologize for that. All right. Perfect. Oop, there you go. That's why I put those in the that's why I use this thing, and I decided not to because I decided to risk it. And I never risk it. You never risk it. You always put them in the holders like that. Otherwise, you spill all your paint all over the place and you make big messes. So as our day of painting catastrophes continue, it has continued yet again. All right, we'll put that over there. And well, look on the bright side. At least I had a napkin here to soak it up, so that's half the battle, right? Put that over there. There you go. Boom. There, cleaned up. Perfect. That was something. All right, nice and clean. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna put that paint over there because now it's a mess. Okay. Lance, no! Quick use some of those new cuss words Steve just made. I probably should. Oh, let's get this bottle cleaned off here. All right, there we go. That bottle's cleaned off. Oofda. Okay, welcome to meet me at the painting table, where you both the dice and the paint get dropped all over the floor. This is true. All over the floor, all over the painting table. Well, the good news is it kind of wiped out pretty nice. Left my blood splatter spill I've got here from a while ago. That was something else. All right, back over here. All right, let's get this guy done. I am going to, okay, now we're going to use my special thing that Ryan from Eagle Marathon got me, because otherwise bad things are going to happen again. I'm going to get this, I got this yellow. It's called Bad Moon Yellow because it has to do with orcs and goblins, I'm sure. I'm going to paint that fire up here, all this yellow. And then we're going to wash it actually with a really neat like orangish thing. I think that'll be the plan. Get that with yellow everywhere. There we go. All right, I think that'll be pretty cool. All right, we got that on there. Yellow's on the fire. Sure. That'll be good. Oh. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. We're thinking about what we're going to paint his arms here and stuff. Because according to this, it's all just that same brown all over the place. But I kind of, would it be cool to have a different color in there? And just all that same brown? I think it would. I think it would. What color? You know, I could just do a different color of brown, like a sand brown. Like I've always got that, you know, I really kind of like this. I like this Plague Bearer flesh. We're going to use that. I think it'll be kind of neat. Or maybe we should use it on the jewels. No, I think we're going to use Goblin Green on the jewels. We're just going to open this up. Plague Bearer flesh. This looks kind of neat. I think this will be pretty good. We're going to paint this right onto the arm here. Just like that. Use the thing, Barrett. You brought it out here for a reason. Or you're going to tip your paint over again. Pick that up a little more. There we go. Yeah. Well, good news is Colin has a set of these paints, so if there's something he didn't like what I did with, he can paint over it himself if he doesn't like this. But I think the green's going to be okay. There. I think it adds a little bit of color to it, doesn't it? That green kind of helps out a little bit. I think we'll do that. I was told that I should meet you at the table. You should meet me at the table. The Mike 250, awesome to have you here. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. We're painting some homebrew Mage Knight stuff. Pretty sweetness. You can find, if you're interested in Mage Knight, if you like Mage Knight, you can get it at an Etsy store. I'm going to put a link to it in the description of this video when I'm done painting, because I can't figure out how to do it while I'm painting. So, which means I should have done it before I'm painted. That'd have been the smart plan, but not that smart. If anybody wants to meet me at the table, I'm going to Gen Con this year. That'll be lots of fun. Party time. Party time on Saturday. I think it's when it's Saturday is party time. Okay, that's a lot of paint. Oops, dropped them. You're behind there. Mike, I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. So late that was painting. Cool mean or not, 4 horsemen are from the others. What? You were painting those? That's awesome. 4 horsemen from the others. Oh, I haven't played that game. I see it every once in a while. I see it at my half-price bookstore every once in a while. And I keep thinking, I wonder if I should pick that up. But I never do. Maybe I should pick that up. A little bit more green. I know you can't see me right now. I'm just doing something real quick. Like painting the wrong thing. Boom. There you go. Take all that off. There's a little bit more down here I want to hit. Of the flags. There. I'm okay with the green. I don't think that was anybody's color they told me to paint it. I apologize. Okay. Now, we got the jewels. Sorry. I keep calling them jewels, and they're crystals. You think I get that right one of these days. All right. Crystals. Crystals. Let's go up top. Crystal, it's not up top. This is up top. I don't have an up top anymore. I forgot. This is my up top right now. Oh, I took my up top camera and now it's my over here camera. Oh my gosh, we're going crazy. Okay. Oh, it's not the best. Conan by Monolith is out now on GameFound. Oh, that came back because I know it was out a while ago. I didn't back it then. Maybe I should check it out now. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I believe Andrew from Board Games and Brews really enjoys that game. I should maybe pick his brain a little bit about that game. I got to find some jewel colors now. And Dan told me that the colors of the jewels are blue, green, white, which isn't going to happen, and red. So we have some red on my guy already. I can do red jewels, crystals, green crystals, and blue crystals. Let's do that. Let's do that. I've got a blue, I've got a green, and I've got a red. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. That's the plan. Love it. Not bad, it's just different. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Oh, then we got a staff. Forgot about a staff. Love to get a staff here. That's not going to be too tough. It's just going to be one big thing of brown all the way down it. Brown down it. That's going to be the deal. Okay. First, we've got blue gems. Do I want to paint the blue gems on the base? Or yeah. No. Yeah. No. Went through about four different emotions before I decided on that one. We're going to put the blue ones on his belt. I just want a little bit of blue. Put him right on his belt here. Blue gems on his belt. There we go. Blue gems on the belt. Perfect. Blue done. Blue done. Blue, now you get new blue. Green. Remember right, green is for like kind of healing and movement and things like that, if I remember right. Of course, green can, I mean, if I remember right, green, any color can do about anything, but if I remember right. Okay. Green jewels. These are going to be a green crystals. It's going to be a big pack of green crystals down here. I think that'd be kind of cool. Might even have a plan for these crystals. We'll see what I can do about this. Okay. Now comes the trick. I gotta paint through his legs. Paint through the legs. where sometimes it's not great to have a full miniature. You can sometimes do the base first, and then you can come back and put the mini on afterwards. There, okay. Sorry about that. There we go. You got green crystals on there. Don't look too bad. Okay. And now we got red crystals in the back. Red crystals in the back. Oh my gosh, okay. And now that I think about it, I think I know exactly why my camera was freezing. And it will not happen again. I've kind of been thinking about it while I've been painting, and I think I realized what I did. I think I overloaded the USB hub that I had for it. I think I put too many things on there. Why, thank you, sir. Glad to hang out and paint. Mike, you're always welcome to hang out and paint. I'm glad you are here. This is amazing. We're having good fun trying to paint these crystals through his legs here. We're getting close to done. And I got silver on some of the silver. That's awesome. That makes me super happy. Painting through the legs is not making me happy. Here we go. There. Okay, that's done. Cool. But sadly, I hit his silver legs. So I got to just get a little more silver up here. There we go. And just paint it a little bit over the top. I hit right there. You can see it too. There you go. What's this? Why is there red over here? Oh, whatever. It'll be fine. Now we need to get his staff. His staff I'm going to do with, I usually do wildwood, but I'm going to do snakebite leather. Because we didn't actually use snakebite leather this time. Snakebite leather is one of my favorite paints of all time. We didn't use any of it, so you have to use a little bit, right? So we're going to use it on the staff. There you go. Get some on there. We're going to paint the staff. It's supposed to actually be kind of a giant pike, but I broke the tip off. I shouldn't say I did, but it came broken. And, you know, it's not the end of the world. Now, I want to say that's a spearhead down here. We're actually going to stop right here. We're going to paint that silver too. I think that'll be awesome. Rotate him a little bit. Get that there. Go up. Careful not to hit the red part. Good to go. Spin him. Spin him this way because I can't see anything. I'm going to go across that like that, but I can't see anything over there. But I know where that ends. Okay, there you go. Staff is almost done. There's some on the back side too I gotta get. Not much, but it's just this part here. There. Perfect. All right, that's done, but not quite. Now I want to get the silver part next, which is this little this thing right down here. Halberd piece. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I would like if you and Colin got into Conan, it would make for a good stream and get me back into the game. I will do it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's always so many games, Dan. Always so many games. Board Game Officer, thank you so much for joining. Painting some Mage Knight tonight. That is correct. I'm painting some Mage Knight. We have a unofficial handmade hero, or fan-made hero named Lazarus. He comes with all his pieces in here. You can find him on Etsy. I'm going to put a link to this in the description of this video if you're interested in picking him up. If you're interested in seeing him played, Colin will be doing a playthrough with this character coming up shortly on the channel, so you can check it out there. Right now we're getting close. We're getting close to finishing this guy off. It's really dark. I apologize. My camera that I normally use was making me very frustrated. I had to switch to a different camera. But here he is so far. I've got to now do some washes. That's kind of where we're at. So I got some Nuln oils first. We're going to get the Nuln oil. We're going to go over a lot of this with Nuln oil. All right. So anywhere we have the silvers, we're going to hit with Nuln oil first off. We're going to hit all the way in here. I want to hit the beard. I got a different plan for the beard. I'm going to hit with Nuln oil all through here. Up to there. All on this metal piece here. Some more. Now this is just a wash, so it's super runny, which is what it's supposed to do. That's the deal. And it kind of goes into the recess, similar to what the contrast paints are doing. It really kind of makes the other stuff pop. Now what you could do is you could do like a dry brush over the top of this with a with a lighter silver if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm not that going to do that. Also what washes can do is it can kind of hide any kind of mistakes you've made when it comes to like right at the edges of paints coming together. You can kind of blend that a little bit with some washes. So it kind of gets rid of some of the boo-boos. One thing, that's one of the problems with contrast that I like and don't like, is the fact that they are really nice because they kind of give you that depth to the miniature, but you also have to be really kind of specific with it, because when you hit a spot that doesn't, that you don't want to with it, it's really kind of tough to go over with another type of contrast paint. So you kind of have to be careful on his boots when you hit all the way up, and in the back. All the way up. Sorry, I'm kind of too low with the miniature. And I don't care about the base, because I'm actually going to do the same thing with the base, and then we're going to put a little thing on it, I think. Or maybe I might, no, I'm not going to do it black. Maybe I'll do it with the brown. We'll see what the base is in a second here. First, let's get it on the boot. Wash on that boot like that. There we go. Pretty good. Okay. Wash on the boot. Now this, yeah, it doesn't look like, it looks kind of like a sand. So I'm going to hit it with sand. With a sand color. Maybe I'm going to put a tufts on it, I think. Now the beard and the gold are both going to hit with this red. Where's my red? Agrax Earthshade, Reichland Fire, Reichland Flesh Shade. This is really good to put on gold. Really makes the gold pop out a little bit. Let's see if I can show you. Might not work too much on these because there's not a lot to pop out on. I just like that so much. That's so cool. Put a little bit of red in his beard here too. Not a ton. Enough to give it a little bit of depth. There we go. Just enough to get a little bit of depth in there, but not enough to make him wish he didn't know what color that was. There we go. That should be good. Perfect. All right. A little bit of gold down here. We're going to hit that a little bit. Oop, falling over. Miniature guy fell over. That's it. Okay. Now, I'm going to hit the floor with a brown. Let's see here. 1 gold knee. That's right. He only needs 1 gold knee. The other one's covered up by the some of the cloth, I think, if I remember right. Oh, I never thought about that. One of the back. No, we're good. Okay. All right, we're gonna paint that this color. One thing I haven't been showing you is what colors I'm using. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use Skeletal Horde. This one's awesome. It's one of my favorite colors too. We're gonna use that. That we're gonna use on the base. You know, this with this sand color here. All the way around everything, including the edge of the miniature here. Right up to the crystals. There we go. I'm putting kind of a lot of it on, and I can just push it around this base without any problem here. If it gets a little bit on the miniature, I'm not too worried about it because it's kind of like he's walking through this dusty area. Weak, a little dirty down there on his boots and stuff. Super fine. Here we go. We're going to hit the outside rim. Getting close to the end here. Getting close. Okay, that's all on there. Get that off there. A little piece of dried paint. Boom. That's a great color for sand. I agree. I super agree with that. Great color for sand. So I can hold up the light a little bit like this. You can see him, but he's pretty much done. The only thing I got left to do is I kind of want to do this. I think it'd be kind of cool. So I've got these. Okay. So I've got tons of junk I can use to base miniatures. I could have just put sand on the base if I wanted to, but it's already had detail on the sand, so I don't want to do that. I've got this like grass I could use if I wanted to. If I want to do that, I want to do that. I've got other things. I got another plan here. See how well this works. Okay. I know the paint's not dry yet, but I think it'll still be okay. I've got Elmer's glue here. Wait a minute. Is this? Yeah, Elmer's glue. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I never thought about that. I wonder if this thing's got my green filter on it. It must. Let's check something. Let's watch what happens when I do this. Oh, look. Wait, no. Some of the colors come back. See? Woohoo! 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 So I did have a little bit of green. Okay, I have my green filter on there. Whoops. All right. I put it back on anyway because I don't wear green. All right. We're going to put some Elmer's glue. And I've got these tufts that I can use. But I want ones for the desert. I've got desert ones right here. We're going to put some desert, just one desert tuft on there. That's what we're going to do. Now, these things do have like some stick on the back of it, but don't bank on it. The stick on the back doesn't work. So we're going to go back down our miniature and find one that fits him. So here's the tufts. These are kind of big. I kind of want one of small. I think I like this one. I think this one's going to be really good. So I've got my handy dandy tweezers in one of these things here somewhere. Where did I put my handy dandy tweezers? Put it over here. Nope. Put it somewhere. I don't know where my tweezers are. All right, we're just going to pick it up then. Just like that. Okay, we're going to take this tuft here, put a little glue on it. There we go. We got a lot of glue. Drop a little bit off. Sometimes these fall off as I'm playing, but that's okay. I'm going to put it right underneath him. Like I said, right there. I had a tweezers. I have a better chance of putting it where I want to, but I don't. Or put it right there. I think that's kind of cool, huh? A little tuft of grass there to round him out. I think our Mage Knight's done. Oh, no, it's not. I forgot about my flame. We want to put a little bit of this just around the bottom of it. So we can keep the yellow flame up on top. At the bottom of the flame, I want a little bit of like this. Ever so slightly. Not really going to be that big of a difference, but just enough to know that there's a little bit of difference. Okay, there we go. Now, some things we could do if we want to take the next step is we could even dry brush a little bit of this, like these brown parts here. I could lighten them up a little bit with, since I got a couple minutes here, why not try a little bit here? So one thing I can do is I do have some different colors of dry brush paint I can use. Like for example, we've got these white ones, this ashen dry ash thing here, if I wanted to. But what I really wanted, I want the green one. I want this moot green. It's a layer paint. I know I don't have too many layer paints. I wonder if I have a green dry brush. Oh, I do. Here we go. So these dry brush paints are pretty cool. It's like just basically paste in there. And you can put it on you just get one of your dry brushes. Here's one right here. Dry brush are these like brushes that you've used forever that you've pretty much killed. Just dab a little bit in there, get on the brush. We're gonna wipe most of it off, and then I'm gonna put some on these like crystals here. We can brighten them up a little bit. See, look at that, brightens them up a little bit. There you go. Now we're gonna see. I think I have a red over there, don't I? No, I don't think I do. And the only thing you gotta do with the dry brush is you gotta be dry. So once you get it, you can beat this thing I can beat my brushes to a pulp here because this is a dry brush, doesn't matter anymore. I don't think I have a red, just straight dry paint, but I've got a brown one. And we're gonna put it on his, we're gonna put this one on, we're gonna do it on his, all the stuff we have there that I almost can talk about. We get some of that brown on the brush, really can't see it, but you can see it on the paint, on the palette right there, which is my, there you go. We're just gonna try up on top here and see if it really makes a difference. I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make because it looks pretty much like the same color. It's pretty much the same color, but if I add Terminus Stone to it, which is another dry brush, let's see what happens. Add that to this. There we go. Might do something. Let's see. Might lighten it up a little bit. I'm just lightly touching it. Not too bad. I'm going to do a lot, but I did a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of lightened it up a little bit on the back. Yeah. I don't have a red. I do have red paint, but I can use like an orange. I can do this orange. Put a little bit, I know it's not on what I'm supposed to put it on, but that's okay. We're going to put it right there. Because I'm going to first get that brown off the brush and then put just this orange on here. We're going to hit the things here. Oh no! Dropped them. There you go. I dropped them again. We're going to hit these crystals, a little bit of that orange. There you go. A little bit of bright, pops a little bit. Ah, all right, we're done. I'm dropping 4 more times. There we go. Oh! Hey everyone, I made it, kind of. I'm hiding, what's this? I'm hiding in the back rooms hoping the storm won't take down the whole tree on my house. I already have 2 limbs that crashed over. Are you kidding me? Where are you? Oh my gosh. I'm also hoping power stays on. Oh my gosh. Morgan Knight, thank you for joining. Sadly, I'm almost done. Oh, I kind of went away from using a towel when I dry brush. Losing moisture in paint seems like a bad idea. Very true. Other things you can do is like, actually, I've seen people that use like their own skin to kind of get some of the paint off. But Morganite, stay safe. Stay safe. Keeping my fingers crossed for Morganite. Wow. Yes, storm's bad. And all we get is cold fronts here. We got nothing else. Oofta. But we are done with our Mage Knight. This is Lazarus. You can pick this up on Etsy if you're interested in expanding your Mage Knight experience. Like I said, it's an unofficial fan-made hero with his own abilities and upgrades and, skills and things you can get. He's got his neat little fold-out booklet that has a whole little story about him. Cold fronts and cold fronts. Yep, colder fronts. Yep, that's about it. Big storybook here. I don't think, like I said, I don't think these are scenarios or anything like that, because the game itself really tells its own story when you play it. So that's just a story of kind of him. Like I said, it does have its own board, and Colin will be doing a playthrough of this guy very soon. It comes with its own deck of cards, its own skills that are inside a 3D printed material here that you can use. And then the miniature just sits right inside here. It came in a package. It actually did come wrapped up in a package. So it's not just sliding back and forth in there like that. It did come in a package. But there you go. All done. He's packed up and ready to go to Colin's on Sunday. I'm going to see him. It does not come with it. He has a couple of his own jewels. Dan, killing me. So there you have it. Mage Knight Paint Night complete. Boom. I appreciate everybody sticking around for the camera catastrophes earlier in the stream. And those that have just joined, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Lots of fun here. Now, of course, if you're looking for... My goal, of course, when I come to do painting streams is to be able to give everybody a chance to just see how you can paint things fast. I'm really just... What I do, I do the paint scheme called slop and drop. I put paint on a miniature, drop it on the table, play the game. That's all I do. I'm not looking for big awards or anything like that. I just like to see some paint on a miniature while I'm playing the game. So I don't ever consider myself a master painter, but hopefully it gives you guys, everybody here, an idea on kind of what you can do and how you can paint. If you have any questions or anything about painting, feel free to leave them in the bottom in comments. I would be more than happy to reach out to you. If you want to leave anything else in the comments, that's great. I'd love to hear from everybody. Like I said, Colin will be doing a playthrough of this very soon. At least one pair. Yes, he's got one pair of jewels. Don't worry, Lance. That's true. Great. Thanks all. It's been insane. Wind and ice for the last 4 days in Portland. Who would ever expect, like, Minnesota, that's supposed to be like this death valley of snow and cold? It seems to be the best place to be right now in the U.S. That's out of control. What a good Mage Knight what is a good Mage Knight how to play video? Great question. Ricky Royal has some great videos on how to play Mage Knight. I know Liz Dawson did one. I know there's another person out there. I apologize. I don't remember who it is. And then I know Colin has done multiples of Mage Knight. You can always check out his stuff. All of the Mage Knight stuff that Colin's done previously is all on One Stop Co-op Shop. But like I said, he's going to be doing... Oh, I got paint on me. What a surprise. He'll be doing that here. He'll be doing on the channel here shortly for Lazarus. That's the plan. Consistent catastrophes is half the reason why I tune in. Oh, Dan, I knew I could count on you. I'm glad you love it. The mic, you rock. Good night. I appreciate it. So stay tuned for some other fun things. Thank you all for the good nights, and I wish you all well. Morganite, I wish the best for you. Hope things don't go poorly for you there. I hope you stay safe, and I wish everybody out there in Portland that they make it through. That's all I got. If you're interested in seeing what Colin and I have coming up on the channel, I'm sure one of them is going to be Mage Knight coming pretty soon, then I need you to meet me at the table. Thank you so much for joining me on this painting stream. It's good to see everybody, and I wish you all happy Mage Knighting if that is the plan. Take care.